President Kagame, if I can start with you, what kind of a Rwanda do you see in 2063? Probably you and I won't be here.
Hopefully we will be there. But certainly when the chairperson of the African Union Commission was speaking, she was representing all of us.
True.
What is there at the African level, at the continental level, is really, it reflects what our different countries you mentioned
Sure.
Want. So Rwanda, stable, prosperous, well integrated in the rest of the continent,
Okay.
which should also be prosperous. It can't be one country doing so well and the others
Lagging behind.
trying their best and finding difficulties. Doesn't make sense. We look at the continent as a whole. So this is where we want Rwanda to be, but in the context of the whole continent. And of course, what we do here at home, and later on, even the importance of integration that we talk about, is about bringing together all our resources, efforts, and so that we move together in the same direction. But of course, there are these challenges.
They are.
Very important, let me point out quickly. You see, these fragmented markets we see across the continent are not just physical. The first problem is in our minds. And therefore, then you see that countries may want, I'll give you an example not so far away from here. In our case, here, one of our border posts with our neighbors. You see, studies were made. We found that just one border crossing with our neighbor, in a month, the volume of transaction that takes place from either side, goes to about $15 million.
Right. Wow.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that happens without even many people knowing.
Yeah.
Citizens from either side just doing their thing, and then one morning, some leader wakes up and says, you know what, this must stop.
I don't like this.
I don't like this. And it stops. Do you understand the meaning of it?
Yeah.
And this is one of us, the leaders who are supposed to be, bringing
with the same
together.
vision.
Absolutely. And then it happens in another place. Of course, the chairperson was also talking about, communications, transport, and across Africa, the lack of it, and so on and so forth. You find, again, we need together to think how we develop this and develop it collectively. And without it, while we thought we may not be still alive by 2063, the problem may still be there and shouldn't be there. So some progress has been made. We needed to capitalize on that. We needed to actually accelerate progress rather than be stuck in our, history and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and you need mechanisms to make sure that when we have agreed something is implemented and someone is held accountable.